Yo, Rodney, back at you again with another awesome episode of the Inspired Podcast where we're inspiring you to live the abundant life you deserve. So, this week I got another amazing thing going on. I wanted to talk about finding your life purpose, all right? But before we jump right into it, I just want to thank each and every one of you that like and subscribe. We made it to 158 subscriber. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you're on here live right now. We running it up. We're at episode 46, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go, man. We're doing good. And I hope these messages are touching someone. So if this message or this thing that I speak about tonight resonates with you, go ahead and share a comment, like it. Tell me what your biggest takeaway was when you check it out. All right. So let's get it started. I also want to do a quick thing and give a quick shout out to Creative Dream Collective. They complete our flyers. They help us out with flyers, t-shirts designs, and anything like that. So if you're looking for anybody to help you with t-shirt designs or logos or anything like that, she's really good at it. Go ahead and hit her up. All right. So we're talking about purpose tonight, finding your life purpose, a journey to self discovery, right? Let me share my screen with you guys so you can see. All right, here we go. Can you see my screen? All right, I see you, you see me. Let's get it going. So, I wanted to talk about finding your life purpose today. And that's something a lot of people struggle with because I wanted to get on here and talk about it. And before I got on here and talk about it, I went on Google and I checked out how many people search finding your purpose within the last 24 to 48 hours. So within the last 48 hours, 100,000 people have searched trying to find purpose. So with that being said, like there's a lot of people who are lost, who's trying to figure life out, who's trying to get the answers to life that they need. And I'm happy that I created this presentation. So listen, if you get value, just put some fires in the chat, go ahead and like, comment, whatever you can do if you get something good from this one presentation, even if it's just one simple takeaway. All right. So let's get it. Let's go. All right. So what is life purpose, right? Find what is life purpose, right? So your life purpose is a central motivation force behind your existence. It's the reason you get up in the morning and the driving force behind your actions. So it could be meaningful, fulfilling. It makes you happy. It makes you excited to wake up in the morning. It makes you excited to uh, get up without having an alarm clock, you know? So it's aligned with your values. What are some values that you have? Are you giving back? Are you honest, compassion? What are some of those values that align with you? And then it just gives you finding your purpose, just gives you a sense of direction, you know? So here we go. Let's talk a little bit about why is finding your life purpose important, right? So, as I told you earlier, over 100,000 people search for why is what is their purpose within the last 72 hours. Just imagine 72 hours alone, 100,000 people look for that. So imagine how many people search for that in a year. So there's a whole bunch of people who are unhappy, not living their life that they want to do, and just going through life drifting. I know we talked about drifters and all that stuff last week, so I'm not gonna dive deep into it. But I told you I talked to a guy that he was literally said he never set goals before. Never have ever thought about setting goals in his life. He's about 60 years old and never set a goal in his life. So I don't want that to be you. So This is what finding your purpose could do. It could increase your happiness and fulfillment. A sense of purpose can lead to greater happiness, life satisfaction, and overall just a good feeling, man. How many of you want to feel good in the morning, wake up and know you getting out the door and feeling happy, Um, improve health. Studies have shown that having a sense of purpose can improve your physical and mental health. Over the last few years, mental health has been something that came up in a lot of questions. A lot of things has been going on with mental health, and it's good to find you a therapist or someone that could listen and understand and take you to the life that you want to be, help you solve the past traumas that you have, so it no longer interferes with your future. All right. It's going to give you some enhanced motivation and productivity. A clear purpose can provide you the motivation and drive to achieve your goals. How many of you like achieving goals, man? Greater resilience, a strong purpose, strong sense of purpose can help you overcome challenges and setbacks. All right. So, all right. So, here's some steps that I want to talk about, right? So we talk about what's life purpose, why is finding your purpose. So here's some steps, right? So you may be wondering what I have to do to find this thing that you call purpose, right? So here's my first thing I would say. Self-reflection. We are distracted, well, we're distracted by everything. There's the news, there's your TV, there's everything in the world that's keeping you away from just sitting by yourself. And some people, because of ADHD or whatever other diagnosis you may have, you are not able to just sit there and relax and listen to your thoughts and hear what's going on or connect with your spirit, right? So, self reflection, what's most important to you? Whether it's honesty, compassion, creativity, what is most important to do? What do you feel good about? What is one thing in your mind that you can think about that will make you feel good and you value it, Values are important in finding your life purpose. For example, some of my personal values, service to humanity, giving back to the community, financial freedom. Maybe yours is financial freedom, maybe it's time freedom. What do you value most? Integrity, respect, fitness, mentally, physically, and emotionally tough. What are some of your values? Family, you know? So put some of your values in your chat. What do you think you value most that could help you, guide you, that's guiding your life right now to get to the purpose you want to go? And the next thing is some of your passions. What activities do you enjoy? What makes you lose track of time? Right now, one of the things that make me lose track of time is just going out there and running miles. I be out there in my head, getting all the insights, getting all the things. I don't run with music. That's one thing I don't do. But not against anything that you guys do. Not saying music is bad when running. I just don't, because I want to push myself as hard as I can, right? So not knocking anybody or throwing shots. What activities do you enjoy? What makes you lose track of time? Like I said, playing with my children at the park. That's one thing that I lose track of time with. Strengths. What are you good at? What is something that you do well that you don't even realize that you do so good? Me, just talking to random people, walking up to people, yo, what going on? Hey, yo. I remember this one time I was my best friend came when I was younger. I was living in Fort Lauderdale. This guy rolled up next to us. He had a Porsche, and I think I had a Chevy Cruze at the time. And I was like, "Yo, man, nice car." And he was like, "Thanks, man. You want to learn how to do what I do?" I was like, "Why not?" And we had a whole conversation right there at the stoplight, because that's just who I is. Like, I'm just the person that is willing to engage and talk to anybody. My wife always tell me, "You always just want to be seen. You just want to talk to people." So yeah, so that's me. I like connecting and talking to people and all that good stuff. Um, So, what comes naturally to you? And then some of the interest is, right? What topics fascinate you, whether it's mental health, sports, um, news. You can be you politics, whatever it is, ghost stories. I know a lady that created a whole podcast about um extra normal activity in the Virgin Islands. So there's things for everything. Like you could find whatever you were interested in. You may think it's weird, but there's an audience out there that wants to hear you, wants to listen to you, and share the same interest on you. You're not the only person that is interested in that. I'm guaranteeing you that there's somebody else out there that love the same thing that you do, and you're gonna attract those people to you. All right. What do you love to learn about? Do you love reading books? Do you love learning about money? Do you love learning about sports? I like sports because I played baseball, I played tennis, all this good stuff when I was younger. So, what do you love to learn about? You know, I think one of the what kind of books do you read? That's the thing. Right now, I'm in a cycle of like learning about like trust and protecting wealth and all that stuff. So, what do you love learning about? And this could be vary for different people. It could be, you may be in a person in your life um, where you're looking for um different things at a certain point, but it doesn't say that your it's gonna change over time, right? That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. Uh, so yeah. All right. Steps to finding your life purpose continue, right? So a personal story, right? So I don't know if you guys know, but I also own my own therapy company. It's called Still Waters Therapy. And the way how Still Waters came about was I was creating the business, and then I thought about water, and the way how this story aligns is just so crazy, right? Because I was thinking about when I would go out on the boat with my dad, we would always go on top of the roof or go on top of the hill and eat in Christiansted to see if the water was flat. If the water was flat, that means the boat would have just sailed through the water, go through the water without being like jumping up on the waves, right? So if you ever been out in open sea, you know that if the water flat, you could cruise through. But if it get a lot of bumps, you're gonna be bumping up, right? So I thought about the name Still Waters from that. And then I read as soon as I had that vision, then I also found like Psalms 1, the Bible verse, right? And I was reading it, but I've known this Bible verse from since fourth grade because I learned it in fourth grade in Christian Academy, and we had to recite it, and it never clicked with me. It never clicked that it would have come back. Life will come back full 360 to me, right? So I was reading it, and it aligned perfectly with what I was doing with my Still Waters therapy, what creating the logo and everything. And let me pull it up so I could show you guys. Let me, where is it at? Right here. So it says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But in his delight is the law of the law, and in his law that he meditate day and night." So I was meditating day and night, running, doing my thing, praying, all this good stuff. And then he said, "And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in the season. His leaf shall also not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper." And that right there was golden for me because in the logo it has a tree by the river, and I should have put a picture up on of the logo right there so you could see. Actually, I think I got it on the computer, so let me see if I could share it with you guys. Um, but when I saw that verse, it resonated with me so well that in the Bible, I related my personal purpose with still waters therapy, and it just all came full circle that I'm on the right path, you know? And it wasn't just me, it was me and my wife brainstorming and coming up with this idea, and we all created it. We created it together. So, just want to give her a quick shout out too, um, real quick. But I just wanted to share that personal story of how I kind of find my purpose. And now that's been a blessing. Like we've got up to 8 clients and we're continuing to grow. So I'm looking forward to 15 to 20 clients before the first quarter ends by end of March. So that's gonna be a blessing, and just being able to touch more people, touch people's life as far as like therapy and life coaching, because at the end, I'm going to talk to you about coming and joining me so you could find your purpose and allowing me to guide you to finding your purpose, right? So explore different paths. Um, explore different paths. Volunteer work. Here we go. Volunteer work. Give back to your community and discover your passions. Travel experiences, new cultures, broaden your horizons. So take trips, man. Go on a cruise. Go on a flight to somewhere you never been randomly. I know some people are scared to travel by themselves. Um, just take a little trip. It could be somewhere that it doesn't matter. Just take it. Maybe you go across the state line. If you're scared of flying, you go drive across the state line into another thing and go to a breakfast place or a dinner place and just check out. Because when you start doing things on your own, getting to know yourself, there's gonna be people that are also looking to find themselves, and you may connect with them just because we attract who we are. So if you're out there looking for purpose, finding your likes and dislike, knowing who you are, so you can become connected with that whole person, because in order to have a successful relationship, you have to be able to work on yourself, because it's a journey. It's a journey. There's no two perfect people, but it's two broken people working together to make a whole person, right? So it's gonna, it's like that. So travel experiences, new cultures, take a class, learn a new skill, salsa dancing, cooking, Japanese, whatever you're interested in, go ahead and pick up a class and learn about it. Speaking Spanish, speaking Japanese, speaking another language, jujitsu. Take up something that you want to learn that would help you, like running, weightlifting, whatever it is might be. Um, do something that's different and hard, and it is gonna help you to figure out who you are and what you like. All right. Talk to mentors, seek guidance from people you admire. One of the things that I like about finding purpose is that ask your friends. It says seek guidance, but ask your friends, because ask your three closest friends what are some of the three qualities they like about you or recognize that you have. That could give you a list or give you something to start with, so you could start finding that purpose that you're looking for, right? And then we're gonna move on to tools and techniques. Journaling. Journaling is one of the first things that I would say to help you find your purpose, right? So journaling, I started journaling back in 2014. So this is I just found my first journal. I'm up to three different ones right now. So this is the first one that I ever started. Granted, it got some crazy stuff in there from past relationships, past things that I do. I found out that I was on a beach in South Florida, and I found out that I help a girl, a young lady, overcome her fear of drowning, because she's witnessed her mother or grandmother drown. So she had a deep fear of going in the water. Mind you, in South Florida, if you ever been to South Beach, The water only comes up to your chest. It doesn't get deep, and you could go like far out in the water. So that one instance, I was able to help that lady overcome her fear and get into the water and meet her friends in the middle of the ocean. So it's interesting what comes back and what comes up. You help people, you learn things, you learn about yourself. So wow, it's just amazing how journaling and writing stuff down, your thoughts and feelings and experience. Another interesting thing is that journaling will help you realize like things and habits that you're doing that you may not unconsciously know. For example, like one of the things that I recognize is like I used to be a little bit on edge when I go on a fast. So I would fast like for the weekend, and I would see that I would be a little bit more on edge or snappy if I'm fasting. And I started recognizing that because I wrote about it. I was like, why am I so writing down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences is gonna allow you to grow and develop into a better person. So with that being said, when I found out that, I decided, okay, I'm gonna be more conscious of how I'm acting, how am I taking in information, and how am I processing information during this time that I'm fasting. So that was an interesting observation and realization for me. So the next thing is mind mapping. Mind mapping, visualizing your thoughts, visualizing your ideas, seeing what comes up. What does visualization look like? It's seeing it in the now, because visualize, people see it 3 years down the road, 2 years down the road, 1 year down the road. But you gotta feel that, see it now. Invoke those emotions that you wanna see. If you wanna see how the car will feel, that's why they say if you want your dream car, go out there and drive the dream car so you experience the feeling, so your body, your mind knows what it feels like to drive the car. So it starts pulling you to get to that real faster than just not being able to get there. The next thing I would say is meditation. Quiet your mind and connect with your inner self. We talked about that a little bit earlier about connecting with yourself and quieting your mind. So um just take a moment, meditate. It could be for you, you may say, hey, I don't like meditation. That's too boring. I ain't got time for that. Or I would say go ahead and pick a guided meditation. So someone is talking to you and telling you, all right, do this. And you're not just lost in what to do, when to do it, how to do it. You are actually you're being prompted to, hey, all right, take some deep breaths here, think about your future here. And it's not like that. So it's not like that, but just like find a guided one, right? Personal assessments that take online quizzes or personality tests to gain insights about yourself. Those are some other ways to be able to get and find your purpose. So how's this going for so far? Go ahead and drop some questions, drop some things in the chat. If this is going for you and you're getting value from it, go ahead and put some fires in the chat, drop some questions, whatever you like, and let's see what you got. All right. All right. So just to remember, right? Your purpose may evolve. Your life purpose is not static. It may change and grow as you do. So another thing that I found out about purpose is that since 2014, I've been writing in different locations that I want to be a life coach. And I've been going through old stuff and looking because I've been cleaning up, throwing stuff out, letting go of things, which part of finding your purpose, just decluttering your mind, decluttering your spaces so you could have that space to think, that clarity, you know? So I was going back and I thought it was just 2 or 3 times that I decided that I wanted to be a life coach, but I went back in my journals, my calendars, my planners, and I found that it was more than 3 different times. I've been saying it or wanting to be a life coach for a long time. since 20. I said it in 2022. I said it in 2023. I didn't even know that I said it that much, but now I'm finally there. I got the certification, and we're a life coach. So there's no right or wrong. Your purpose is unique to you. It's a journey, not a destination. Finding your purpose is an ongoing process of self discovery, right? So I know one thing that I did when I was younger, and this was back in 2016. I We used to call it soul searching. So we would just have a little book, light a candle, and then we would write whatever comes to mind, whatever comes to mind about ourselves, our future, our past, whatever comes to mind, and draw out what would that look like for us. So shout out to Courtney because I think we did like two of those assignments. I think we still have those. I think I still have the picture or the video that I made or whatever. But that's also another way to attempt finding who you really want to become. All right. What do you want in life? What type of family you want to have? All right. So embrace the journey. Finding your life purpose is a rewarding experience. Take action. Start small. Gradually incorporate your purpose into your life. So, life coaching. I got the certification last year. I've been all of my friends, most of my friends and family, I reached out to them, I called them, I started practicing, I got all the practice as I can. And then this year, I finally got my first paying customer, you know? So, um, just keep practicing doing what you're doing, gradually incorporate with your life. You still have a 9 to 5. If you have a 9 to 5, it's no big deal. You could get your 9 to 5, you could use your 9 to 5, the income that you're making, and then go ahead and put it into your life coaching business, put it into more leads, put it into whatever you need to help you grow yourself and continue growing your purpose and incorporate it in your life, right? It doesn't have to be like, oh yeah, I get a certification. Now I drop in this job and now I gonna figure it out. But then now you're gonna be extra stressed. You gotta deal with the bills, you gotta deal with this. So incorporate in your life. And once you see that the incorporation is going well, then you could slowly start taking away your regular day job. Believe in yourself. You have the potential to make a difference in the world. Take that in. Because believing in yourself is not an easy thing to do, um, especially when there's people that don't believe in you, you know? So believe in yourself. You got this. I believe in you. You can do it. So it's the last slide. This is the conclusion. We came to the end. Guys, I want to thank you. If you got any questions, go ahead and put some questions in the chat. Go ahead and let me know what your thoughts is. If you got value from this, go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe. This was an awesome episode. I hope you got a lot of value from it. And just believe in yourself, man. So if you're out there and you were one of those 100,000 people that we talked about in the beginning of this video, and you're looking for your purpose and you have no idea where to start, hey, message me, connect with me. My link will be in the video, and we'll connect and help you get to that place where you have clarity and you're able to find that purpose that you're looking for. I have a whole bunch of people that have written how they were able to get there, clarity, get purpose, find vision, let go of things that they didn't even know they need to let go of. So, if you got value from this episode, go ahead and click the link below and join us and see how we can make you become the next person that live your dreams. All right. So until next time, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this episode of Finding Your Life Purpose and Be Inspired podcast, where we're inspiring you to live the abundant life you deserve. We'll see you next week. I have an awesome guest coming on. She just wrote a book and it's going, she just got another review for it. So I'm excited for her. I'm excited to share for her to share her story on here. So it's gonna be another awesome episode. So we'll see you guys next week. Again, if you didn't hear me last time, Happy New Year. And I want you to have a phenomenal year this year. So jump in my messages, jump in the inbox, jump in my emails. If you need help making 2026 the best year of your life, go ahead and hit me up. All right. So with that being said, peace out. We'll see you guys next week.